Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brian Dean from QuickSprout, and in this video I'm going to show you how to build links using link roundups. Now here is Kikolani.com, which is internet marketer Christy Hines' personal blog. It's a great resource about SEO and internet marketing. Now I wanted to get a link from this site, okay? How would I do it? Well, actually, I do have a link from this site, and I didn't have to lie, cheat, beg, or steal. I didn't have to write a guest post. I didn't have to find a broken link. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was send her a link to my post, The Definitive Guide to Guest Blogging. Now, how did I get a link so easily? And not just a link, an editorial link on a Page Authority 53 page. Well, I noticed that Christy has a feature called Fetching Friday, and all that is, it's a roundup of the best posts that she's seen that week. And that's the type of link building that we're going to do in this video, is trying to find these link roundups, as they're often called, and then submit our content, because it's so much easier to get a link from a feature like this because you're actually adding value. The more links to great content she has, the higher the value is for this post. And that's true for anyone who runs a link roundup. So you don't have to do a lot of arm twisting to get your link, because they're already linking out. And if you have a great piece of content, there's no problem adding your link. Well, how about this? How would you like a link from the New York Times? Well, I don't have a link from the New York Times, but this is a link roundup that a writer there called Gene Marks does every week, called This Week in Small Business. Now imagine if you just emailed this guy and said, hey, I have this cool article, would you link to me? He'd probably say no. But for his This Week in Small Business piece, as you can see, he links out to many, many, many sites, right? And if you have a piece of content about small business, you could get your link in this very easily, because he links out to all sorts of sites, small businesses, big businesses, news sites. So if you have a piece of content that's compelling, you can get a link for the New York Times much easier than hiring a pricey PR firm to try to land you a link for the New York Times. Now, how do you find these link roundups? Well, there's a few search strings you can use, and everyone calls their link roundup something different. So Christy calls hers Fetching Friday, and New York Times author Gene Marks calls it This Week in Small Business, and people tend to call all different things. But there are a few words that all of the link roundup curators tend to use, and one is weekly link roundup, right? So that's an easy one. So if you were to put in your keyword marketing plus week link roundup, you could find quite a few results. And in fact, I found a good results just doing this video. I found a few decent results. Now, if you want to make sure that the link roundups are still running, you can click on search tools here, click anytime, and choose the past month or past year to make sure they're still active, because you don't want to waste your time contacting people who aren't still doing link roundups or who just abandoned their site. And in fact, here, this person for wheelhousesearch.com, they had their link roundup 6 days ago. So obviously, that's someone you could reach out to and probably get your link. Another strategy is to put the day of the week, because a lot of people call it a Friday link roundup or a Tuesday link roundup or whatever, and it just happens to be mostly on Friday in my experience. So you could just take this out too and use this search string, your keyword, so SEO plus link roundup. And you could find link roundups like on the SEM blog. But again, you'd want to make sure that you choose any time and choose the past year to make sure this is something that people are still doing. Now, another way that tends to work really well is to use this tilde in front of your keyword, and that just tells Google to find results for this keyword, but also words that are synonyms with that keyword. So marketing, search engine marketing, things like that. And instead of using weekly roundup, you can use best articles of the week or best posts of the week, and this will bring up results for people who don't actually call their posts link roundups. Like this person from Amplify Interactive, he calls it his SEM playlist. Now, if we're just to search for link roundups, we never find this, right? Or if we just put SEO, we never find this. So by broadening a little bit, you can find some great results. And here's another one, tweet4ok.com, the best articles found in my digital media stream in week 18 of whatever. So this is someone that would probably like to link to you. Another way to find link roundups is to go to sites that you like or that you want to get a link from, and you put in keywords like weekly. So in this case, I put in Traffic Generation Cafe, which is Anna Hoffman's excellent internet marketing website, and put in words like weekly, Friday, roundup, best articles, those type of keywords, and sure enough, she has something called a weekly marketing skinny. All right, now we would never find her weekly marketing skinny if we were using marketing plus weekly roundup, right? That would never work. So you do need to be a little bit creative about how you approach these, because everyone tends to call them something different, so the footprints aren't that great. Now, another way to go about this is to use Google Blog Search. Okay, and Google Blog Search is a little known feature of Google that obviously searches blogs, and it's pretty much the same as Google Search, but the main difference is you can usually find different results that you could find in the main Google search. So if you're having trouble finding weekly roundups, link roundups, you can go to Google Blog Search and try some of the search strings here and see what you can find. And within Google Blog Search, you can still click Search Tools, and then under any time, choose whatever time frame you want with a past month. And there's tons of these. Here's one, weekly roundup, weekly roundup, weekly roundup, from all different sites, and that have been updated 3 days ago. So you just create a huge list of these, and every time you publish something great, head over to these sites and offer them your piece of content as part of the roundup. Another great way to find weekly roundups is to use Twitter search. So head over to Twitter search, and you could put in something like SEO roundup. You do need to be a little more broad here, because obviously there aren't as many results in Twitter as there are in Google, but something like that. And when you do that, I put in marketing roundup as an example. Here's one, SEO content marketing roundup, marketplace roundup, marketing blog, a roundup of relevant whatever, SEO content marketing roundup, thorough content marketing roundup. So these are all, the content marketing show roundup. All right, so there's just a lot of, and actually this is Gene Marks, the guy who writes for the New York Times. So he probably on Fox Small Business, he has a different site, a different article where he does a roundup. So this is someone you could reach out to and possibly get a link on another site if the New York Times for some reason wasn't a good fit for your site. So as you can see, this is very, very powerful. There's tons of link building opportunities kind of right under your nose with these link roundups. But just one piece of advice while I'm summing up is that make sure you're submitting your best content. So if you just publish like 5 tips for more Pinterest followers, you're better off saving your link roundup pitch when you pitch something amazing like 100 tips for getting more Pinterest followers or something like that. It's much more likely to get accepted by the people who run the link roundups. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.